3.5 years ago, I was sitting in my apartment in New York City contemplating a move back to California for this job. I wondered, why would I leave a secure job of 11 years? Do I really have the energy to start over again and build trust in a new organization? And what do I know about the evidence base for project-based learning anyway? It was while I was grappling with these questions that I vividly remember the turning point in my decision-making. It was when I came upon a teacher quote in a report that had been shared with me. And that teacher said, "Participation in this program has significantly transformed the way I think about teaching. I will never revert back to my traditional methods." And similar quotes like this were sprinkled throughout the report. These inspired teachers were my call to action. It was at that moment that I knew that this was an important opportunity. While I had spent the prior decade evaluating solid, blended model interventions throughout the country, rarely did I encounter a teacher who reported a total transformation in their practice. Today, Lucas Education Research operates as a sister division to Edutopia at the George Lucas Educational Foundation. Our mission is to build the evidence base for rigorous project-based learning. We do this by partnering with educational researchers and like-minded nonprofits such as the Buck Institute for Education. Using a design-based research approach, we field test, refine, and field test again rigorous project exemplars. These rigorous project exemplars integrate the key academic standards with engaging and thought-provoking student experiences. When done well, rigorous project exemplars are educative, that is, they provide an on-ramp for teachers who may be new to the practice. When done well, rigorous projects result in deep, meaningful, and consequential learning. On the other hand, we also know that shifting practice to project-based learning is a heavy lift for most teachers. We know that it takes time to transform classroom cultures and to change mindsets and beliefs. We also know that projects done poorly run the risk of engaging students in work that is devoid of academic rigor and therefore may result in learning that is not so consequential. This work is not easy, and it takes a village to get it right. We must all work together and collaborate at every level to learn and grow. As we think about the key features of effective and rigorous project-based learning, building a culture of trust, promoting productive group work, attending to issues of status, just to name a few, we must not lose sight of the content and the required learning goals. This is a delicate balance, but from my experience, it results in the most powerful project-based teaching. I am thrilled to be up here today to present this video, debuting today for PBL World. In 2014, shortly after my arrival at the foundation, I came upon the preliminary research that you'll see in this video. And I was so relieved to know that there were other people out here grappling with this very hard question of how do we rigorously evaluate project-based learning? What type of research can we do that will help us better understand the conditions and factors that support effective project-based learning? So this is what you're about to see, and I'd like to just let you know that the credits for inspiration and quality of this video go to the teachers, the students, and to Edutopia.
In the U.S., we have a persistent gap in the achievement of kids who live in poverty and kids in wealthy communities.
What's this over here?
Project-based learning is a very powerful tool to connect students with their communities, with real purposes and audiences, and it does appear to be an effective way of improving student achievement.
My name is Annalisa Halverson, and along with Nell Duke, we designed curricula that integrated literacy and social studies using project-based learning.
Project PLACE stands for Project Approach to Literacy and Civic Engagement. We designed 4 big projects. We aligned the units around the literacy standards and social studies standards for 2nd grade. Then we commenced a fairly large study to test the impact in high poverty, low performing school districts. Our study was with 48 different classrooms in 20 elementary schools.
Half of them were assigned to teach the projects that we designed, and half of them were asked to teach the regular social studies curriculum.
Teachers were randomly assigned to do project-based learning or not. These were teachers who did not have prior experience doing project-based learning. They taught 60 lessons, and we tested children at the end of the school year.
We found that students who received project-based learning scored at higher levels in reading and social studies.
So that tells us that a project-based framework can be successful right out of the gate.
So this morning, we are going to go on our field trip to Hawthorne Park. My name's Aaron Phillips. I teach 2nd grade at Grayson Elementary. We are doing the Civics and Government unit of Project PLACE. We started the unit by taking a field trip. Go ahead, guys. We go to a park and kind of just discover the park and look at its strengths and weaknesses. All the kids were engaged, all the kids were interested. That is when they can shine, and you can see a total difference in the learning.
Look.
It was very exciting for our kids to feel that they had a voice in what could possibly promote change.
Wow. Right away, the driving purpose to improve the park or other public space is established.
All right, let's start heading towards the bus.
Every lesson, there's a direct connection between what students are doing and that ultimate purpose that they have.
So the ground of the play structure was not safe.
We were writing things that you did not like and you think that you can fix. You could fall down. There's no wood chips and the weed barriers are coming out.
Does anybody have any ideas of something we could do?
We could say to the person who made the park to fix the park.
Our hope was that students would see that they're valuable contributing members to a community and they can make a difference.
I wonder if we could try to persuade people in the government to fix something at the park. We learned how to write a proposal. They got to create posters for the different departments within local government. So what does the sanitation department do to help citizens?
Helps the environment be clean.
There you go.
Children are curious about the world around them. They're curious about issues in their community and what adults do.
Is this what your group did, Kaylee?
So civic education is a really important part of students becoming functioning citizens who are contributing and are active in their communities.
Make the play area safer.
We took the work and made it into a PowerPoint presentation to ultimately present it to somebody on City Council.
Today is the proposing day where we propose to the councilman.
Hi, I'm City Councilman Randy Carter.
We know from research children's writing tends to be stronger when they are writing for an audience beyond school.
Good morning and welcome to Grayson Elementary.
Part of it is that project-based learning conveys high expectations for students.
Our class suggested adding more wood chips.
As much as possible, we want to give kids an opportunity to write for an audience that's not just their teacher, but maybe members of their local community, their state, their nation, or the world.
Councilman Carter, we hope you enjoyed our hard work.
They were able to show me with pictures and data exactly what the problems are. I will act upon their proposal immediately. Can we say Grayson Gators get things done?
It just makes myself proud that I'm helping the whole community.
Project-based learning gives children of all ages, of all status, of all diversity, an opportunity to have a voice. I see the level of engagement. I see that the learning becomes contagious. And I see that years later, kids come back to me and talk about the projects.
We were excited about conducting this study to be able to really say project-based learning can make a difference in children's achievement at the elementary level. It's a great alternative to traditional approaches to learning.